So I'm filling out the forms for colleges, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be an engineer. I was like, I don't know what I'm good at because I spend all my time wrestling. I have pretty good grades, and I know that I'll excel whatever I choose, but I was like, but what should I do? I tried programming many times before, but I always just ran out of time, or I wasn't as interested in it. But I was like, if it's a class and I'm gonna be getting graded in it, I'm gonna put my all into it. So maybe I should do computer engineering because I'll be an engineer and I'll be working with computers. And I was like, computers aren't going anywhere. Computers are only gonna become like a bigger part of society as time goes on. And then cybersecurity is just because, I don't know, I feel like I've heard people say that tomorrow's wars are gonna be fought, you know, like on the web, and I think that there's some truth to that. So that's why cybersecurity is what I'm focusing on, because it's gonna be the next big thing. Parents always push me to do my best academically, athletically, basically in any endeavor that I chose to pursue. So always had that kind of pressure behind me, and especially because both of them are doctors, so they're both pretty well connected in the school system. So teachers were kind of on me the whole time growing up. I feel like for a lot of people, they have kind of like this competitive kind of a thing going on with their siblings, but me and my brother, we've always been more like collaborative. We've always been bouncing ideas off each other, trying to make each other better, or trying to help each other any way that we can. So it was more of an internal thing. We both wouldn't be really good at whatever we did, so just having each other to help us get even better, that was kind of like, we didn't really need the competition between each other as much as just being there for each other. Okay.
Go, 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 go! Whoa. Yes, sir.
It started off as kind of a thing where my parents were like, hey, like, we don't want you guys just sitting around the house not doing anything. We want you guys to be well-rounded. We want you guys to not live a sedentary lifestyle, basically. So we start off, I played a lot of sports now I come to think of it. Not competitively for most of them, but like tried out a lot of different kinds of stuff. Did a lot of years of martial arts. Martial arts was one of the kind of mainstays. I started wrestling in 5th grade. I was at Kroger one day. I saw my old martial arts teacher, dude named Master Han, and talked to him for a second. And he's like, yeah. He's like, you know, Allie Reagan, because she's like a really big wrestler. And he's like, Allie Reagan, you know, at some point she specialized. She decided that she was just gonna wrestle, and at some point you gotta specialize too. And that moment I was like, all right, I'm just wrestling from here on out. I was at the world team trial, like the cadet world team trial tournament, so like the kids world team trial tournament. I was in the quarterfinals, and one of the club coaches who I trained under told Coach Williams, hey, you should go watch this kid. I think he's gonna be pretty good. By the time Coach Williams got over there, my match had basically gotten canceled because I dislocated my shoulder in that match. So he got over there like right as I was being walked off the mat because my shoulder was out of socket. So he didn't get to see me wrestle, but he hit me up and he was like, hey, I didn't get to see what happened there, but just wanted to let you know that we're interested in you. I would actually say that's when I realized maybe I would be wrestling in college, because I always felt like I was good enough, but I didn't ever think I would get enough money to actually go anywhere and do that. Then once I started talking to him and I started talking to all these other college coaches, I realized, hey, this could actually this could work out. It wasn't necessarily one thing that stood out. I talked to the honors college people, and they were like, yeah, you're gonna end up making it into the honors college with your GPA, with your test grades. That was one of the big things that stood out to me, was the honors college. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get to choose like alternative courses, and I'm not gonna have to take certain courses that the general student population has to take. I'll be able to substitute those with other things, and I thought that was really interesting. So that was a big thing. And I didn't actually spend a lot of time with the team on my visit because I was doing homework, but doing like pre-calc. But the general feel of the university, it looked really pretty. It was fall. I think, you know, leaves were just starting to change colors. There's no snow on the ground. And so it looked really nice. I actually didn't know a lot about Michigan State until I started until I started talking to Coach Williams the summer before. But I could tell that the team was working on rebuilding, and I could tell that they were, you know, they were trying to get people to come in and help rebuild the program. And I was talking to my host, and he's like, "Hey, we could actually do something." And I saw something in that, and I like that. I guess there's elements of it that are transferable. What with seeing like little tendencies. For instance, in the code, I might see that I keep doing like this one thing wrong. Might be the same thing in wrestling, and once I fix that, it's like, aha, like your wrestling gets better, whereas on the other hand, your coding gets better. I feel like there's a thing where everybody wants to say, oh, like I want to be the national champion, and that's your goal, and that's my goal too. But I kind of have another goal as well, which is just to make it look effortless. It's kind of funny because to do that, you have to put in a lot of effort to make what you do look effortless. There's a quote, it's like a quote by Michelangelo. I think it's like, take pains to make something that looks effortless. I think that's the quote. And once I turn around and I start walking to the middle to put on my ankle band, it's almost like I'm a god. Like basically, like that's my circle, and I'm gonna dominate that circle, and I'm gonna decide everything that goes on in that circle. I already knew beforehand that I'm really blessed to be here, but there was a moment this summer where I got to travel to Brazil. Didn't have to pay for it because like I made like the Pan Am team, so I just gotten back from that, and I gotten 2 gold medals, and I was in the airport and I was just walking, and I was like, man, not a lot of people get to do what I just did, get to travel, not have to pay for it. They get there, they do something they love, and I was just like, man, like I'm living the life right now. And getting a nice education along with it, and I just realized how blessed I was, and I was like, yeah, this is it, like I'm doing it.